much indeed for your time this morning.
David and Neil, yes.
OK, we're going to talk about A-levels. It's getting harder and harder to win a place at Britain's top universities. It's no longer good enough to take the A-levels you're best at. Teenagers apparently now need to choose particular subjects to improve their chances of getting a place.
Yes, that's according to the Russell Group of Universities. They've published a guide which aims to help students pick the right courses like maths, English and the sciences. Well, Michael Senior is the head of sixth form at Kingsbury High School in North London, and he joins us now.
Morning.
Good morning to you. Does this sound sort of sensible advice?
I think it is. I don't think it's new in the sense it's published and it's transparent now, but it's been something that I think successful centres have known about and has passed on for a long time. I know at our centre we've had one-to-one interviews with students before they choose their A-levels, and indeed in September when they're about having had their GCSEs known and the grades known, and then we sit down with them one-to-one and we choose courses very carefully with them, and we would guide the most able into what the Russell Group there called the facilitating courses, those that were broad enough to be able to then choose a wide range of courses at the top universities.
Yeah. Are you basically saying there are some A-levels which are a waste of time if you want to get into a certain university?
I think that's a bit strong. I think it's horses for courses. And I think that for the top universities and the Russell Group top 20, and there's one or two others that you'd want to include in the top universities that aren't part of the Russell Group. Durham would be an example.
Do you know what? I think when we talk about the Russell Group, a lot of people don't know what
the
that
Russell
means.
Group are a group that were part of the top 20. They classify themselves as the top 20 universities that are research-based. They're traditional, their courses are traditional, and they're largely exam-based courses. So you'd be assessed through exams rather than coursework. So from that point of view, you'd be encouraging students to take exam-based A-levels rather than coursework-based. And I wouldn't say coursework-based are a waste of time because they'd be going to good universities, but I think you wouldn't be encouraging students to take a lot of coursework-based courses for traditional universities.
These courses that are sort of recommended, if you like, sound to me like the absolute basis of what old education used to be, you know, English, maths, science. Well, it sounds a bit obvious, really. These others so often sound like not just a waste of time educationally, but a waste of time in life.
I think that you've got a lot of people now going to university, and there's a great diverse range of universities for them to go to. And you're trying in the school, in all schools, you're trying to guide the right students to the right university. And so we would be looking to see students that have got top GCSE grades to be looking to take traditional A-levels. That doesn't mean to say that they have to take all traditional A-levels. In fact, the report's quite clear, and they come out with a number of around 2, and then they're sort of rather more flexible about some more. But certainly we'd be saying you wouldn't be doing more than one coursework-based A-level in order to go to a top university.
Can you name and shame the A-levels that we're sort of skirting around talking about here?
No, I think, to be fair, I think you have to be sophisticated about it. And what I say to parents is if your son or daughter has got top GCSEs, then they can aim for the top universities, but they need to do some traditional subjects to get there. Okay. For those students that have not got the top GCSE grades, then they're going to find it very difficult, in which case try and choose coursework because you might be more successful.
Yeah, pick very, very carefully.
Pick carefully, and it's horses for courses.
Michael Senior, thank you so much.
You're watching Breakfast. We're here until 10, and that's when